Hello healers and health seekers, it's me, Chota, healing on the medical medium protocols for 2 years and 1 month now. Wow, it's been an amazing journey, so amazing. And it's time for another What's Up Wednesday, where I come in here, into my camera, into the YouTube, and I talk to you about my healing journey, what's working, what's not working, what's been going on with me. And this week, first I want to talk about healing is a journey. It is not linear. We go through ebbs and flows. Like Anthony says, it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. It is a journey. Things change. We go through layers and layers and layers like an onion of healing where, you heal one layer and then more stuff comes up. Sometimes there are flares. Sometimes there is massive detox, which brings about symptoms. There's all kinds of things that happen in healing, and sometimes you just feel freaking amazing and it's great, and that's awesome too. No matter what happens, as long as you're eating the healing foods, keeping the no foods out of your diet, you are healing, and that's the beautiful part. And I've been healing 2 years and 1 month, like I said, and so I've gotten to a level in my healing where the bulk of the major symptoms that I had that were really the problem for me, my POTS symptoms, my mast cell activation disorder symptoms, my Ehlers-Danlos symptoms, my hypothyroid symptoms, my fibromyalgia symptoms, my migraines, my tinnitus, all of that stuff. Oh, and my chronic pain. How could I not? I guess that would be fibromyalgia symptoms and mast cell. That could fall under that, but I had such amazing, profound chronic pain. It's so funny that I've come to this point in my healing where I almost forget that I had all these huge symptoms. and I forget to name some of them because some of them I just forget. Dry eyes and eye floaters and so many things. Enough of that has healed, or the symptoms have gone down significantly enough that I can now think about fine-tuning and honing and really zeroing in on what's going to drive further healing, because brain fog is down enough that I have this just significant level of freedom with being able to think and being able to figure things out. So that's what I have been doing. I do different cleanses, or I do different challenges where, I try a thing for a month or 28 days or whatever and see how that works for me. If you watch my videos, you know that a few months ago I did a raw challenge with Rosalind, my friend Rosalind, and we did raw for 28 days. We did the 28-day raw, high raw. We did eat a little bit of fat, but it was still all raw. And that I felt amazing, and that was really great. And then I wanted to see how I did on raw and cooked, but no fat. And I did that, and I felt good on that. But I've noticed that I think I feel better on raw. It's perfect that I'm signed up for the Free Your Glow cleanse coming up in July. It's good because my mind is kind of going toward that, and I'm thinking about that. And I'm thinking, this could be my jump off where I'm just gonna, go primarily raw. It's not that I would never eat cooked food again, because maybe I'll have it on the weekends or something. Always after 4, because even though lately, I guess it's craving, or I don't know, but I've been wanting that sort of grounding feeling that I get with eating like lots of potatoes. And so I've actually been eating them during the day. And I told you last week that I discovered, for me, that it's okay if I eat cooked food during the day, but what I need to do to temper it is make sure that I'm eating raw food with it. Because if I don't eat the raw food, I don't just get dehydrated, but my energy all goes to digesting the cooked food. And it dehydrates me a little, but my energy just kind of slumps because I go to digesting that cooked food. I really, really need to eat raw food with the cooked food if I'm going to eat the cooked food. And that was a great discovery, to really see the patterns in my body and really discover that is what's going on for me. And The other piece for me is celery juice. And did I talk about this last week? I don't know. I don't know which of these two things I talked about last week, so whatever. I'm talking about them now. Celery juice. I have been doing celery juice, of course, 16 ounces every day, and I've been doing that for 2 years, and it's been amazing. And recently I decided to up my celery juice game and have celery juice at night. And so I'll have 16 ounces at night, and then I also have 32 ounces every morning. So I have 32 ounces of celery juice in the morning. I have 16 ounces at night before bed. If I skip a day of having celery juice before bed, I just don't have as good of energy the next day. So I will not be skipping days. That's great incentive for me to not skip any days. So those two pieces for me have been crucial and a really awesome discovery. Like, yes, for me to maintain my energy, because I forgot to mention my chronic fatigue diagnosis. Isn't that obvious if I say fibromyalgia, mast cell activation disorder, multiple chemical sensitivity, blah, blah, blah. All the other diagnoses that I had, chronic fatigue has of course been a huge, huge issue. And still my energy levels have varied these past 2 years, just depending on my level of stress and where we are and if we're traveling and blah, 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 blah. Like, there's so many things that affect my energy levels. But for me to discover these two pieces, I think I can bring my energy level up a notch if I really focus on, if I'm gonna eat cooked, gotta eat raw with it, and keeping the celery juice in place, because I've only been doing it for, I don't know, just a little over a week now. To have like probably a week and a half, I've been doing the celery juice every night and upping it in the morning plus, and then I need to make sure that I would stay raw till 4 and then eat, if I'm eating cooked food, to have it with a raw food like a salad with potato or something. That's it. So those two pieces have been huge for me, and I'm thrilled to have them in place. And I was joking and saying, oh, it took me 2 years to figure this out. But of course it took me 2 years to figure this out, because when I first started healing, all I was focused on was just getting the basic foods in, just making sure I had celery juice. And then a few months later, just making sure I also had the heavy metal detox smoothie, and just making sure I had, you know, salads with leafy greens, and making sure that I had, just was eating the healing foods. So for a year and a half, like 18 months, that was just making sure I got those foods in was the focus. And you know, climbing slowly out of the brain fog, and climbing slowly out of my symptoms, and climbing slowly out of, you know, all of the things, the pain and everything. And so I wasn't thinking about, oh, I could fine tune this and I could take it up a notch, because I hadn't come to that level yet. Well, now I've come to that level, and it's really exciting because I can experiment here and there, and I can really see the differences. And then it's like, I'll know what I'm going to do for the next however long period of my life. And that's exciting. That's really exciting. And, you know, so I can maybe take it up a notch and do high raw, get my celery juice, you know, twice a day and make sure I'm doing that. And then also I do other juices during the day. I like to do cucumber juice or sometimes watermelon juice, and just making sure I'm flushing out my lymph and liver. I am so looking forward to Medical Medium's Liver Rescue book coming out in October. Oh my goodness gracious, because I am so hoping that he will have like some kind of a liver healing where the community, we can all group together and do the liver healing challenge and do that, because he had in the thyroid healing book, he had the thyroid healing, the 90-day thyroid healing that you could do. I am taking everything I've learned from him and from Muniza, that also is his information, and about the liver and about the lymph, and I'm doing that, but to have whatever spirit created liver healing that will be coming with that book is, I'm just, oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So excited. So that is my exploration of last week. I would like to hear from you. What have you discovered along your healing journey? I want to know. And do you have any questions for me that I can answer? I know I'm like way behind on my list of videos that I need to make. I have a little notebook that has all of my, the list. I'm going to get there. I will. Healing's a journey, and, it's also a full-time job. So finding time to make the videos is sometimes a little more challenging. Plus, I did start that emotion code course, and I've been very interested and occupied with doing that as well. It's really eye-opening, and I'm really loving digesting the information. So it's also taking some time. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. You can subscribe to my channel, you can ding the bell, and you will get notifications when I post new videos. I really try hard to post every Wednesday. I want to post more than every Wednesday, but I really try hard to post every Wednesday at the very least. So 1 new video a week. My ultimate goal is 3, but if I get 1, I'm like, okay, victory check, still healing, still, trying to keep up with everything. All right. I love you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you greatest blessings on your continued healing. Stay curious, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.